Hello everyone and welcome back to my Beyond the Gates 24 official YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hayley Lawson Hamilton is developing a backbone. She hovered Danny Dupree when she realized that Danny had broken into her and Bill Hamilton home while they were on their honeymoon. We know that Hayley is looking for respect, which is veritably hard to come by as she came between Bill and Danny, and tore apart their marriage. Most of the Fairmount Crest community has now turned their reverse on Hayley, and for good reason. It's only a matter of time before Hayley grows tired of trying to win back the respect of her fellow community members, but starts demanding it, and she'd seek to become an important woman in the Fairmount Crest community using her status as Bill's woman. As of right now, no bone really sees Hayley as a major trouble in society, especially Danny, who sees Hayley as naive and unconscious. But that doesn't mean that Hayley wouldn't come a trouble. Hayley wanted to live in Fairmount Crest for a reason, and that reason is that she wants to climb the graduation, and be a leader in society. Using Bill's power, Hayley could surely attain that and come a trouble when she becomes a member on the country club board. Hayley could block the Dupree's attempt for power and control in the community, and would surely be a nuisance in their side, and Danny would lose it. Hayley Lawson Hamilton becomes manipulative and ruthless. Now that she has attained power and control in the community of Fairmount Crest, she'd delight in it and really enjoy having influence over people. The community may not admire her, but they could start to sweat her as she becomes manipulative and ruthless in her hunt for power and prestige. Being the woman of Bill, he'd surely rub off on her, and she'd become influential and seek to destroy anyone that crosses her. Now that Hayley has surfaced as a power-empty adversary, Danny wouldn't vacillate to take her on. The battle between the two could affect an overreaching each other, catfights, and of course a hall of war over Bill. Hayley getting a ruthless villainess is the logical coming step for the character. Do you suppose that being married to Bill will change Hayley? Do you suppose that Hayley will come ruthless and vindicate? Will Hayley crop as a leader in the Fairmount Crest community, and come a nuisance in the Dupree's side? Anita, Vernon, Nicole, and Kat are enjoying breakfast. Anita asks about the prints from the fete, and they enjoy reviewing Andre's work, until Kat notices Eva wearing her dress. Nicole tries to explain, but Kat isn't hearing it. With that, Kat gets up to meet her new man. Vernon wants to check him out, but Anita and Nicole cool him off. As they sputter, Anita and Vernon's song comes on, which leads them to converse about their origin story. Chelsea arrives to see Danny, who tells her they're getting a dress from the First Lady's gown exhibition at the Smithsonian. In addition, Ebony magazine has agreed to cover the event in their coming issue. Danny says everything is coming together after everything she has been through. They sputter a bit more before Chelsea makes her exit and doesn't tell her mama about transitioning out of modeling. Jacob and Marcel are staking out a case. Marcel says he only needs to get through to his withdrawal date and he can be with Sheila, his boat. He also shows Jacob a picture of his woman, but says she's a megacity girl and has no interest in the water. Marcel notes Naomi must be a Spitfire as Jacob is a complete Boy Scout. Just also, they see Joey Armstrong and wonder why someone that connected is hanging out there. They see him making a handoff and Marcel encourages his understudy to sit back, watch and learn. Naomi is meeting with a group of women who are having a legal issue with Bill. The women tell Naomi about Bill's mate, Mike, who's all grabby hands and dirty jokes. He made unhappy commentary about their bodies and apparel. In addition, he always set up a way to brush up against them. One of the women says Mike offered to help her get promoted as a paralegal if she went out with him. When she said she had a swain, she entered a terrible review, and the creation went to Hayley. Further, they all went to HR and were ultimately fired. Naomi asks if they bandied the situation with her father. They explain it would be delicate to sway Bill against the stylish man at his marriage. That being said, they really do'nt know what Bill does or doesn't know. Naomi hates what happened but isn't certain what she can do. The women also tell Naomi they want her to sue her father's establishment. She snappily understands they sought her out because she's Bill Hamilton's son. The women do'nt differ but also note they've been to every major law establishment in city and none of them want to take on their case. They want her for the case and suppose Naomi could really make a name for herself in the field. Bill calls a business meeting with Tomas and Mike, a slivery sidekick. They sputter a bit about Tomas' date with Kat before Hayley walks in. After many amenities, she makes her way out. As she leaves, Mike calls Hayley hot and Bill tells him to ease up. The Duprees sit and enjoy themselves as Hayley struggles to be seated. She sits at a table which hasn't been cleared as no bone will stay on her. Just also, Tomas arrives, and Kat greets him. He sees her family and they agree to take effects slow. Chelsea enters and looks down at Hayley before heading over to converse with Kat. She steals her kinsman down and Kat incontinently understands Chelsea didn't rip off the band-aid with Danny. Kat has no time and snappily returns to Tomas. A frustrated Hayley is done and runs smack into Danny on the way out. Danny gets a atomic snarky before Hayley flies out and she joins her family. She shares details about the fashion show for the first word entitlement which will establish literacy for council scholars. Chelsea doesn't want to talk about any of it but Danny continues and her family support her success. Anita unintentionally increases Chelsea's guilt by telling Danny how thrilled she's to see her son smiling again. Just also, Eva arrives with documents for Nicole to subscribe. Vernon asks if she wants to join them. Eva shoots a look at Kat and takes a seat. Kat sees Eva sit with her family, snappily ends her time with Tomas and makes her way over to the table. Kat tells Eva she's her seat and thinks she surely has executive duties to attend to. Eva, having fulfilled her thing, agrees and heads out. Nicole confronts Kat before Anita brings the discussion back to Tomas. The family gets a little sportful before Nicole and Danny say they need to head out. Anita and Vernon agree their family is eventually in a good place. Outside the dining room, Eva sets her sights on Tomas and incontinently gets a little sportful. She learns he's an attorney and says, if she gets in trouble, she now knows someone who can get her off, multiple times if necessary. As Eva leans into her words, Kat watches from around the corner. Tomas looks Eva up and down before making his exit. Kat approaches Eva and confronts her about approaching Tomas. It takes Eva about 20 seconds to put Kat in her place and sweep out the door. Sure, Martin is a dream. As long as everything is going his way. He got veritably snippy when Grandpa Vernon suggested Martin had made a mistake, exploring the possibility of running for chairman without running it by his primogenitor tutor first. And when Smitty suggested he was considering going back to work, well, good Joe Martin suddenly wasn't so good presently. He flat out kiboshed an implicit job offer. And also made it clear to Smitty that his only job was to stay at home, do the laundry, attend PTA meetings, and make sure Tyrell passed math. Was Martin going to step by and help his son out with his schoolwork? Nah, that's Smitty's job. We're sure Martin thinks of himself as the ultimate progressive. He's a black, gay man, married with kiddies, and moving up the political species. Who could be more ultramodern and hipsterism than him? Is he apprehensive that it's okay for both parents to work now? Yes, indeed, your doting hubby.